We finally have the Snyder Cut in our hands.
And there's a new doctor, and it's not Doctor Strange, Bruin.
Let's talk about that and more.
Moving my
Moving
ass. You.
Hey guys, this is Ish.
And this is Ant.
And we're Movie Minds, where we keep you up to date with all the movie news, reviews, and some shows.
Guys, and follow us on all our social media platforms, guys. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all that great stuff. We love the support. We love that you guys go out there and just give us a lot of love and likes and things like that. And we will continue to be grateful. But other than that,
yeah. Well, guys, on this episode, we're going to be reviewing and talking about Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. Finally, it's here. But before we get into that, we're going to go and talk about some worthy mentions.
Worthy mentions, guys. So I was telling you guys that there's a new doctor in the mist, and that is Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
DC just released that Pierce Brosnan was cast, is taking his first role as a superhero. The actor cast as Dr. Fate in the new DC and New Line's Black Adam alongside Dwayne Johnson, who is playing the title role, obviously. So, Dr. Fate, do you know who Dr. Fate is?
Now, DC is something that I do know. And this guy, he's the founder of the Justice Society. And it's like old school Justice League. But, man, this guy has supernatural powers. He's like, he's at the level of like Doctor Strange for the DC universe. So, I am super excited about this. Pierce Brosnan is one of my favorite 007s. Honestly, in the 90s, he was the action star to beat. And honestly, yeah, dude, this is such a great example of like great casting. I think DC's really catching on to what Marvel's doing, and they're really seeing how important it is to cast the right person for the right role. Of course, so
I'm really excited about it. I know also a little bit about Dr. Fate, and probably not as much as you. I just remember playing with him in the Injustice game.
Oh, you whooped my butt on that.
And then he's gonna come out as a different ability, because there's a bunch of versions of Dr. Fate.
Yeah, it's the helmet that really actually gives that person the power.
And this guy flies. This guy has a bunch of different superpowers. But I'm just wondering how the heck is. I mean, I'm over here thinking, how the heck is Superman and all them gonna compete with this kind of power?
Yeah.
And I just go back to what, Dwayne Johnson said in his little snippet at DC Fandom. Right. He's like, this is another level of power. And he calls out all the superheroes. And I was just like, man, dude, just wait until Superman gets a hold of you. Yeah. Big Superman fan. But then I hear about this guy. And, Pierce Brosnan is a very great actor. I like him a lot. He's probably not my favorite Bond, but he's up there definitely. And I want to say that this character was young. Dr. Fate's character was youngish. They're putting him more of an older kind of role, which is fine to me, just as long as they make it work. The character's name is Kent Nelson, and so I'm totally for it. I just don't know so much, and I guess what scares me, dude, is that there's so many powerful superheroes now. That what's gonna happen to our beloveds, like our oldies but goodies? Yeah, like dang, dude, I feel bad for Batman on this last one a little bit, and I told you why.
Justice League, yeah.
But that's great. I'm glad they're giving it to Pierce Brosnan. He definitely deserves it. He's a great actor. He's method actor, which I love, and we'll see what he does with the role.
Yeah, I could hear his voice with like this muffling of the helmet, and it sounds perfect in my head. So I can't wait.
Those are your worthy mentions, guys.
Yeah, guys. So, as promised, let's go on to our hot top of the day. We're going to be reviewing and spoiling a little bit the Justice League Snyder Cut.
So, guys, if you didn't watch the Snyder Cut, if you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it, then come back to the video, because we're definitely going to get into it a little bit.
You got a week, man. I know it's 4 hours long, but come on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's time.
Yes, so just to let you know, it's going to be spoiler heavy. So
maybe we don't spoil it out the gate, like the overall thoughts. Maybe we could just keep it like surface. And
we could do that in the beginning. Yeah? Absolutely.
Okay, so
just because I like you guys, imagine.
Yeah, just because we like you. All right, so overall thoughts of the Snyder Cut, man. Give them to me.
So I at first went in this, I should say, very, very skeptical, because
like a lot of
I really hated the Joss Whedon cut of the movie. Just really felt like it was very, very lazical. And I just didn't feel that there was any heart in the movie. Just felt that there were some really cool moments, obviously, but I really hated Justice League. I mean, it's one of the movies that I wasn't, popping into my on my phone or watching it over again. I just didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I played the Snyder Cut.
4 hour long.
It was night and day. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And a lot of people might say that it's still the same movie, but it wasn't to me. Mm. Overall thoughts, guys, it was what I wanted to see from the Justice League. Did it have its hiccups? Absolutely. But this just makes me a bit angry at Joss Whedon, to be quite honest with you, because I feel like he had so much content already that he didn't use, that he could have used and didn't. Mm-hmm. And then it just re-solidifies, Cyborg's character. I forget his name, Ray Fisher, I believe his name is, about all the grievances that he had against Joss Whedon, that he's actually right now going through a lawsuit against him because of so misjustices on set. Mm-hmm. So, guys, I'm really glad about the Snyder Cut, and we'll get into it right now, but I loved it.
Yeah. Same here, man. Like, I loved it. There's no way that I was going to miss this. And I had my hopes up, man. Like, really, I was doubling down on what I was saying. If you guys look back at what I've been saying these last few months about how amazing this is going to be. And honestly, it did not disappoint me. There's one thing that I was disappointed about, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But overall, man, this really delivered. Kind of same thing with you, what you said about Joss Whedon. I honestly see how much arrogance he came into this freaking film, and he just threw away a lot of great moments, a lot of great just great heart from the film, like what you said, man. Really, honestly, like, that's really well said. I don't think that that he had to do a 2-hour cut of the Justice League, what Whedon did. He could have done something a lot better than what he threw out there. So honestly, guys, it's worth it. I know it's 4 hours, but it's cut up in 5-6 chapters. So, you can take a rest, you can go out, have some dinner, come back and watch the rest of the film whenever you tire out, because it does happen. But it's worth it, guys. So go ahead.
It doesn't even feel like 4 hours, okay? Mm-hmm. Go watch it. It doesn't feel like 4 hours. Yeah. It just really doesn't.
Yeah, it's great. So let's dive into it. So this is your spoiler warning. We're going to dive into it. Joker dies. No, actually he doesn't. So let's go on to what were your top 2 moments in this film, man?
Yeah, my top 2 moments, definitely something that I go back to watch, and I've honestly, guys, I think I've watched the Justice League already like 4 times. Okay,
oh really?
That's so many times I've seen it because of how much I love it.
Yeah, two and a half. Yeah.
Just how much I loved it. The first time I watched it, then I watched it again, revisited it, and then watched it with my girl, and then the 4th time I just watched it the other night, and it was, dude, I just love it. I didn't know how much I was gonna love it, and I already said that. I'm sorry, but I just really like it, guys. And so my top 2 moments, here they go. Gotta say, when Superman comes and saves the day and says, "Not impressed," and Steppenwolf hits him with the axe on the shoulder, and then he just goes,
I know.
He freaking freezes his axe and then breaks it like this, and then oh my god, dude, I could freaking watch that scene.
Yeah.
I don't know many times, but I rewind that thing a lot, guys. Second favorite moment is, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I didn't think I was gonna say this, or maybe I did, but I really loved how they introduced the Joker at the end. I really love the way that they showed him, and I even liked the dialogue that they had again. The dialogue back and forth, and it just really resonated with me. The dialogue between him and Batman, and the names that were brought up. And it was just really great. I loved it. I loved watching that scene. And, maybe a lot of people, I've heard a lot of things about that scene from other people, but I did enjoy it. So those are my top 2.
Yeah. That post-credit scene it's not a post-credit scene. It's like an epilogue, I guess. You do see how Joker and Batman history comes into play. And I know that felt a little bit rushed and pushed, but dude, it was fan service.
It was reminiscent to me.
Yeah, and fan service is not bad. This was really well done in my opinion, man. I'm gonna miss Ben Affleck as Batman. So my two favorites, I'm going to have to say the first one was with, surprisingly, Martha Kent and Lois Lane's scene when she shows up and to kind of motivate Lois to get out of her depression because she's depressed about Superman's death. Their acting just is stellar in that moment. I felt a lot of heart. That was like a moment where I felt like, man, this is what I'm talking about having some heart inside the movie. And you felt it. Yeah, honestly, I was about to cry. I was seeing how much loss she was going through, and it was amazing. At the very end of that scene, seeing that it was actually Martian Manhunter was a really nice sprinkle. I'm pretty sure that was not in the original cut. That was probably a reshoot. But overall, I love that scene. I love that stinger. That
it was
that
good.
Easter egg. Loved it. The second one, guys, I can't believe you didn't say this. To be honest with you, it was the Flash time travel scene. And it starts disintegrating everything. Even Superman, which is indestructible, disintegrates everything. You could see how reality was shattering and how like even Earth was like being demolished. And when Flash jumps into the Speed Force and everything slows down,
yeah,
that was movie magic for me. I have always wanted to see Flash's like full on time traveling in a movie like that, and it just really delivered, man. Like I was so giddy. My jaw was dropping in that moment, and seeing him go ahead, come back, time traveling, saving the day, and how everyone just started working together from the Flash tapping Ray Fisher's character, and then from there having Superman doing the final punch and the cutting of the head and jumping into a Darkseid's boom tube and seeing how Darkseid and Superman are face to face, just staring down each other, man. You know that fight would have been epic. And that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit.
Yeah, man. I love that part. You're right. I should have said that. I hated that I didn't remember it right now. But I was put on the spot with these two questions, and I'm like, no. But you know what? I love the dialogue between Joker and Batman. I love the fact that they did that with the Flash. Even though I know there's going to be people that said, oh, well, they're always going to talk smack about things, yeah. But and I've heard a couple of things already online about that scene. I personally loved it. I personally love the dialogue that Flash says while he's doing it.
Yes.
And then cool. The fact that you see everything reconstructing back itself. I thought that was cool. So really cool.
Oh my god.
And honestly, man, one of my other favorite moments of it is when Superman burns Steppenwolf's horn off.
Oh yeah.
And my cool. Other play, I don't know why it's so so pleasurable to see when they cut Steppenwolf's heads off and then Darkseid steps on it and breaks the other horn, dude. I don't know why that was so pleasing to me, but I loved it, man. But yes, I do love the fact that they did that whole time travel thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna really work out to be able to tell more stories, and then the multiverse, because they were talking about the multiverse in it.
Yes,
and so. It just opens up a lot of possibilities.
Yeah. He was talking about how the timeline spread out, like it divided. And
right.
Joker was like, "Oh, how many
yes.
alternate timelines did you do to
yes.
get this?" You know what I mean?
And that was great.
That was freaking amazing. Well done, Zack Snyder. That was freaking dope.
What was your favorite character?
Well, my favorite character, I have to say now, throughout the whole film was really the Flash. I loved the story that they kind of were able to expand during this film, but also just showing him how he is a vulnerable person. Just there, not knowing exactly what he's doing, still trying to figure things out amongst these gods around him, and he's still kicking some butt, man. That was just great. I love the storyline with his dad.
Yeah, me too.
I do love that part.
Yeah,
that was
good.
It felt better than the Josh.
Because there was more heart.
Yes,
especially at the end when he says, the crime and how happy the dad was. They're gonna mace you again, Dad. Stop. It was really good.
He was funny too.
Yes, dude, he was so good. I gotta say, my favorite character in this whole thing, I must say, it was Cyborg. Finally, in this movie, they gave Cyborg some soul. They gave him a story. Before, I could care less about that character in Josh Whedon's version. Josh Whedon's version didn't do anything for me on the side of Cyborg. On this one, I was able to meet his dad. I was his mom. Why? His reason of doing what he's doing. Like, dude, go watch it and you'll see that without Ray Fisher's Cyborg's character in the movie, it wouldn't have been the same movie, guys. It would have changed the whole thing. There was so much heart put into even the relationship between him and his dad, dude.
Ray is his Cyborg is the heart of the film.
He is.
He really is, dude. It's not Superman, Lois, and all that stuff. It's really him, and I think that was the biggest change that I really liked about this film.
And I think that Zack Snyder did that purposely because we already know Superman. Exactly. We already know Wonder Woman. We already know Batman. Let me show the guys that you guys don't know very well. Let me showcase Flash and Cyborg. And he did just that in this version, bro. Yeah. I loved it.
I loved it too, man. I loved it. I love how they showed how he's like the technical side of things, like how he kind of deconstructs things with inside of his head, and how that's like a representation of what he's doing and stuff like even raising money, and like talking to his parents and stuff like that. That was really cool. I like how they did that.
Me too. It was he's like walking through,
technical, but it feels spiritual.
Yes, dude.
And so well done. I love that part.
So great. That was so great. What was your favorite change in the movie?
I think Cyborg's story, like I said, that is absolutely my favorite part of the whole film. So.
Yeah, I think my least favorite change in this whole thing, and it's going to be super superficial on it, is I really did enjoy Josh Whedon's, and that's probably very, very rare, but that I say that, but the ending, that Flash and Superman race.
Yeah, you know what? I'll change it to that because I do love that.
I love that. I did love that about the Josh Whedon version. That's the only thing I liked.
They should have done that instead of the ending that they have right now.
Right. And my favorite change is the fact that they did put Superman in a black suit. It just showcased a bunch of different suits that he has in the Fortress of Solitude, in his ship. And so I just felt that it was a necessary change, that Josh Whedon didn't feel like it was necessary. I felt it because his dad would wear those kind of suits, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, I have to mention this because I just remembered it. When Superman gets on his ship, and the dialogue that's given between Kevin Costner and Russell Crowe, his two dads, you will accomplish wonders. You can do it, son. Like, oh my God, bro.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, there was a single tear.
Yeah.
Dude, it was just so special, bro. Look, man, I don't know if they're going to do another one.
Probably not.
It looks like it isn't. I would love for Zack Snyder to come and do another one. I would love it because he can do it. But unfortunately, the reports are out there saying that there won't be that. The CEO of Warner Brothers said no go. They're gonna just continue with what they're doing now. And I'm gonna give it an overall grade. I'm gonna give it an A. I am just going to give it an A. It shortens a little bit because of the little things that I see here and there from A+, but I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I was going to do the same thing. I give it an A as well. I freaking love that I finally got a Justice League film. Yes. Like, I grew up on DC, guys, and this is like super... This was more important to me than I really thought it would be. And,
that's cool, man.
Honestly, like just having the execution, the way that Zack Snyder was able to just kind of come back to it, that says a lot about Warner Brothers. I'm really glad for them. I mean, they messed up a lot in the last few years, but this is a redemption story for Zack, for Warner Brothers, for the fans as well, but also. Zack Snyder's daughter. It was in memory of her. At the very end, you'll see Autumn, and it's a beautiful story, guys. It really is. Just hearing, and I can't wait when they release the documentary about this film. So that's coming out pretty soon. I'm sure it's a few days away. So
guys, go watch it.
Yes. All right.
We're long-winded on that.
Yes, but you get it. All right, guys.
Yes.
So let's go on to streaming
and chilling.
Here
we go. Well, guys, we all watched it because the numbers are there, and it says that this debut show of Falcon Winter Soldier did better than even The Mandalorian and WandaVision.
Yeah.
So you guys watched it. So overall thoughts, man. What did you think about the show?
I think it was all right. I don't think that there is a lot of story to tell with these two. It's going to be a lot about their
personal
process, your personal process of kind of becoming a hero without the support of others around them, like what they've done already, but also dealing with trauma, dealing with past pains. I think that mostly the Winter Soldier storyline is what really came out to me the most. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think you hit it in the button. I wasn't very impressed, but then again, I also wasn't very impressed with WandaVision in the first two shows. So this might completely turn around and be one of my favorite shows. I agree. I felt like Falcon was, they're trying to dive into what it is to be a superhero after being an Avenger kind of thing, and what he still has to face with family, financially, all these other things. And same thing with the Winter Soldier. He killed a bunch of people. He wants to feel better about that by obviously looking for the people that family of the people he killed, which I don't know how smart that is, but that's what he's doing. So it's coming along. So maybe they're developing something so that we can really care about these characters in the future shows, and I'm sure that they're doing it. I mean, the ending was a little.
What do you think about the coming out with the new Captain America?
I just felt about it. I just really felt like it was, what are you guys doing?
Really?
Why?
Would you really just hire some random person out there, soldier, just to take on the Captain America thing? Mantle?
And then, Sam put it in the museum because he didn't feel like he was worthy to carry it, and they just gave it to some whatever guy. Anyway, it doesn't make sense, and I'm sure they're probably not going to go down that storyline, but they just want what's happening right now with me and him, just confusion.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like they are going to go down some storyline there, and he's, I don't know, maybe a secret agent from Hydra. I don't know what the hell they're thinking about there, but I'm already WandaVision proved me wrong so much that I'm just like, I'm gonna watch this no matter what. So
even though I don't want to, I'm not
very really impressed.
I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I watched the first 20 minutes of it, and I had already watched the Justice League, but I went back to watch the Justice League again. That's what I did. I swear.
Hey, Justice League beat Falcon Winter Soldier and rating and viewing.
Oh, that's great. It deserves it, dude. It really deserves it. The first Winter Soldier, it wasn't very good. It just didn't, off of just my It was very, I'd give it about a 6 maybe.
So you guys let us know what you think about the Falcon Winter Soldier series. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. But anyway, guys, that's our show for today.
Yes.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. Please subscribe, press that like button, and press that little notification button for all future content. And guys, as always, and like always, stay
moving minded.
Woo!